Hi everyone! Today I'm going to talk about 5 challenges imported from China that you may face when preparing for the year 2022. The coronavirus pandemic has caused a number of difficulties for importers with Chinese or Asian suppliers. Lack of visibility over suppliers, lockdowns, increased supply chain risks, sea freight delays and very high costs requiring very advanced booking, a global electronic component shortage, and the USD-RMB exchange rate that isn't ideal right now are all the topics under discussion in this episode. The first difficulty is time. Shipping in time for Christmas and the Chinese New Year is the thing we're talking about here. Unfortunately, August is too late to place orders and receive them in time for Christmas already, especially these days. However, there might still be time to ship and beat the Chinese New Year, which is February 1st in the year 2022, if you do it very soon, like now in August. But October and November will almost certainly be too late. The second difficulty is the COVID-19 issue. How COVID is still disrupting manufacturing and importers. Importers are blocked from visiting China due to long quarantine periods in hotels, assuming they are even granted a visa. Trade shows like the Canton Fair won't be happening in 2021 or probably 2022. Inspectors and auditors have difficulty assessing certain countries or areas due to lockdowns and travel restrictions. Thailand now is basically closed. South Vietnam is locked down right now, and India will be seen as high risk. Buyers can't meet suppliers face-to-face, and not being able to control your projects in person regularly increases risks. In China, visiting factories is usually still possible, but depending on the area, there could be a lot of red tape that makes it difficult, such as taking time out to get the PCR tests, which are often required for visits to certain areas. Importers may be able to check via Zoom, but if you or your auditors or inspectors cannot go to a factory and check in person, this increases risks of poor quality, which is an unwelcome effect of the COVID. The zero-COVID approach of some Asian countries will mean disruption caused by lockdowns, testing, etc. And this may last into 2022 unless they adapt. The third difficulty is about shipping, which means the crazy high costs and delays. COVID hit. Shipping companies were pessimistic with their annual plans. There was an online shopping boom which caused the little capacity to be swallowed up. Air cargo was vastly reduced. This has led to container prices being 5 or 6 times higher, which eats into the margin of the importer buying FOB, and the reduced global shipping capacity leading to very long lead times to book a container and get goods onto a ship. Sometimes it's over 1.5 months. As this carries on the costs and the lead times are increasing and could continue. Some Chinese suppliers are warning customers to book now in August to receive goods in time for Chinese New Year in early February. The cash cycle is much longer for importers too. They have to risk paying out for goods and shipping without receiving anything to sell for a long time. So this could be very damaging for smaller business. The next difficulty is the shortage of electronic components. Chips and PCB parts are a real problem right now, and it affects most industries as so many products have electronics today. Prices have shot up and refurbished or even fake components are being sold. Building new manufacturing is a large investment and cannot be done extremely quickly. Numerous new product developments have been suspended as it's too hard to redesign and retest new products to bypass a missing part, and this goes for manufacturing too. Many importers are just having to wait, and this will probably continue into the year 2022. The last difficulty is the USD-RMB exchange rate. The exchange rate between the US dollars and the RMB lead to a lot of lost margin in the past year as the RMB appreciated from around 7.2 to the dollar to around 6.2. It appears to be stable at around 6.4 at the moment since July 2021. It's also a geopolitical issue. If the West complains about the rate, it may depreciate somewhat. Importers in the West may benefit by opening an RMB account to pay suppliers, and you can hedge by buying RMB in advance to reduce exposure to rate movements in the wrong direction. Suppliers may provide a better price too. Okay, that's all we have for today's video.